World Chess Hall of Fame features an enormous number of exhibits over a year. You'll be just amazed at how many rotations that go through. They have this wonderful exhibit, this photography exhibit.
Yes, Harry Benson, Kings and Queens, is up right now.
It's marvelous. And one of the women who make it all possible, Emily, she's with Maurice.
Yes, Emily Allred of the World Chess Hall of Fame. And I work with Emily a lot myself, being on the board.
Okay.
She's a real fountain of knowledge, so she's with Maurice.
All right.
And it's one of those things that you guys see us in front of the camera, doing our thing, talking about great games, but so much goes on behind the scenes here at the Chess Club and across the street at the World Chess Hall of Fame, and so many people responsible for those great exhibits. And Emily Allred, who's associate curator at the Hall of Fame, is with us to share some of that knowledge. First of all, Emily, welcome to the show. Now, give us a little insight, because people, like, what happens over there?
Yeah,
give us a little insight of what you guys do.
You know, we do some exhibitions like you would expect that explore the history of chess, but we also have a pretty broad mission. So we explore chess and art and chess and popular culture. So right now we have 3 really fantastic exhibitions, and on the first floor there's a St. Louis artist named Peter Mannion, and he kind of takes a different approach to chess. So you might think of chess pieces when you think of chess art, but he created these really beautiful abstract pieces made of plaster on felt. And so it's kind of not even just sculptural pieces, it's an immersive environment. And he's actually a donor to our collection too. He donated a chess computer that moves the pieces on its own as you play against the computer. And on our second floor we have Harry Benson, Kings and Queens. And so that's a photographer who's really famous not only for photographing the 1972 World Chess Championship, but basically any amazing celebrity you can think of from the 20th and 21st centuries. So we have everyone from Michael Jackson to Queen Latifah, to Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer. And then we have some photography that's never been exhibited before that was taken at the 2014 and 2018 Sinkfield Cups, showing Fabiano Caruana. And then the third floor, it's only on view for a few more days, but it's called the Sinkfield Effect, and it explores this resurgence in American chess that's been kind of centered here in St. Louis. So we try to do something that's a little bit of everything. You can bring in someone who doesn't know a lot about chess, or you can bring in, a Grandmaster, and they'll enjoy it.
Now, all this great stuff, I love going over to the World Chess Hall of Fame. As far as you're concerned, what's your job exactly? Because it feels like you do a little bit of everything.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So it's anything from, like last year we worked on that book together, right. Doing this book about the Sinkfield Cup in its first 5 years, to we did this year and last year we've contributed a chess-themed mini golf hole to another institution's summer exhibition cycle. We've worked on shows for the airport and things like that, but we just do a little bit of everything, and I help as I can. It's a great team.
Is it strange to be working on all these aspects of chess? Did you see yourself coming into the chess world and being this immersed in this great game?
So if you had told me when I was in museum study school, I don't think this museum existed when I was in school, so I wouldn't have known, but it's a really fun place to be.
Well, the museum existed, but not here in St. Louis.
Yeah, I think it was in between when I was in school, I think Miami had closed, and then St. Louis had not yet opened, so it was like in its in-between phase. But I mean, I think St. Louis is such a wonderful home for it, because like with this tournament, you can see we're making history here, as we catalog it over across the street.
We have the new tournament now. What kind of new exhibits can we expect to see coming up shortly?
So the next show that we'll have is exploring 80 years of the U.S. Chess Federation. So we'll have everything from some artifacts related to the predecessor organizations, including probably the only chess trophy that has antlers for handles, which is from the Western Chess Association. It's from the early 1900s, all the way to today. So, the tournaments that we have here in St. Louis, the U.S. Championships, Women's Championships, Girls Junior, the Junior Championships. So there's a little bit of something for everyone, and we'll have contributions from people who've been involved with Chess Life, things like that. So
That should be a lot of fun. We'll be back at the U.S. Championship. I'm going to be sure
Yeah.
to go to that one. And you also do programming with kids and adults. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so some of our most popular programming are our monthly music series, and those regularly sell out. And that's everything from Bosnian music to like classical music, a little bit of something for everyone. We also do artistic kind of workshops, so sometimes they're inspired by our shows. So for example, one of our other staff members, Nick Schleicher, did a watercolor workshop inspired by the colors in the Peter Mannion show. We also have Toddler Tuesdays, so you can bring your little ones out and they won't learn how to play chess, but they'll start to learn kind of some of the skills that go into it.
So Jennifer can bring little Fabian.
Oh, she has. Yeah, he's one of our favorites.
Absolutely. No, that sounds such great stuff going on for everyone. I've been there many times. Thanks for all the work you do. We don't get to see folks like yourselves often.
Oh, well, thank you for everything you do for us. We wouldn't be around if it weren't for these three.
Well, I think you would.
Well, we would, but it wouldn't be the same.
Emily, I have one more question for you. If somebody's watching this and they have some kind of amazing chess artifact or like
anything historical.
a letter that they don't know what to do with, who should they contact about potentially?
Oh, that's a really amazing question. So we, patrons can reach out to us not only if they want to donate to us, but even if they want to learn a little bit more about it. And so I can answer questions about kind of the history of things, or we can connect people with that, or you can reach out to our registrar, Nicole Tesmer, and her email address is on our website, worldchesshof.org.
Donate, donate, donate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Something you own could be in the World Chess Hall of Fame on display pretty much forever.
Yeah, and I mean, you'll be among some of the biggest names in chess. Yasser, he's donated a lot to our collection in the past, and then we have things, you know, connected with other Hall of Famers, Jacqueline Piatigorsky, Arthur Bisgeier, Isaac Kashdan. Those are some of our, Hans Berliner, those are some of our bigger donations that we've received in the past few years, but we really depend on kind of the everyday person to help support our collection too.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much for your work. Great stuff indeed.
You.
Thank you.